It was a very, very difficult project because of the timing. We had from go ahead to on air 2 weeks to put the whole thing together. And we also had, I mean, the agency had a lot of challenges from the legal point of view. They came up with an amazing board, but, you know, we had to get it done. And to top it all, we had a weather day thrown in, so it rained. But ultimately, the energy of everybody, of the whole team, was, we've just got to do this. There's no option. When we saw the script, we just looked at it and went, there's no option. We have to do the script. And that, I mean, I've been producing for a very long time, but I have to be honest, that's completely what drives me. What drives me is finding something I'm passionate about. And then I don't care if I don't sleep for 2 weeks, it's okay. Sleep is for sissies, you know? The point is that that's what we do. It's a passion industry, and I think nowadays, even for agencies and for us, the passion boards are less and less. So I always feel very privileged that I get an opportunity to get them made. That was probably the toughest thing because we didn't have a lot of time for prosthetics. So when we took the brief, the first thing we did was I asked Dean to put together a kind of wish list of dictators, so to speak. And I sent them to the casting director, Gayleen, and she says, I'll set up a casting in 3 or 4 days' time. I said, I don't want a casting, I don't want anything. I want photos of people that look like these guys. This is the face, match it. And send it to all the agents, and they must submit stills. Oh, but some of the stills will be outdated. I said, I don't care if they're outdated. Because features are features, you know, at the end of the day, Gaddafi looks a certain way. You need someone who's got the jowl, who's got the nose, who's got that kind of thing. So the logic of the casting went like that. And Gayleen was amazing. She sent it out and she just flurried us with photos. So by the time we went and presented, we had already ticked the box of seeing a few stills and known that we can make it work. Also recognizing the fact that we had no time for major prosthetics or anything like that. And all we could do was find a couple of dodgy wigs or a little bit of hair pieces if we needed. Because of that, we actually focused on actually finding just the guys that could pass for these guys. We had an average crew. We didn't have a huge budget, but we did recognize that this was a job that we absolutely wanted to do no matter what. So we just said yes to timing, yes to budget, yes to everything, and we just made it work. You know, that's what a producer's supposed to do. Yeah, it was a real tank. But Dean is very clever because we found it in the moth hall. It's the most skanky tank that's been sitting there outside forever. And all we did was Dean put a blue screen up. It doesn't move the tank is completely static, but we put a blue screen up and we just shot these guys doing their thing, and then he went out early in the morning and he shot the background plates, and it looks amazing. The editor was Saki from Left. Also, great job. He was on set with us all the time and he actually cut on set. So because the timing was so hectic, it was the only way we could have done it. So basically, after we called wrap on our first day, we actually had our first agency approval. We all sat in Emmarentia Park and watched the cut. It was very funny. We were killing ourselves laughing, so it was really cool.